What's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode. So in last episode we had the first round of the playoffs and we took on the Dallas Stars and managed to defeat them in 6 games, mostly due to our awesome defensive play, but our offense kind of struggled a bit, especially on the road, so I'm hoping to change that here in the second round. We also currently have an injury to Peter Forsberg for another 6 days, so he won't be returning till April the 29th. So I think he's out till, he's probably out till game number 4. So I'm hoping we're still able to contribute like offensively without him, because currently we have our depth guy Kevin Dineen in pretty much his spot on the power play and all that. So I'm hoping that doesn't come back to bite us, as well as our AHL team is currently tied with the San Jose Sharks' affiliate in like San Jose Barracuda. Hopefully they could come through with a win as well. So let's get into this second round of playoffs. See if we could get a win in game number 1. We got home ice advantage. Here we go. Game number 1 at the the Pepsi Center, or is it McNichols Sports Arena? It's McNichols Sports Arena. First period, and it is 3-0 us. So there you go. That's our offense, what we needed. Adam Foote, Joe Sakic, and Theo Fleury. So the top line comes through with 2 goals, which is something they didn't do at all in last round. Like, Fleury only had 3 assists, and Sakic only had 1 goal. So, like I was saying at the end of the last episode, I really hope this team, like the top line, can contribute a bit more, because that would help us go a bit farther. So, shots are 16-3 in favor of us, so we're definitely outplaying them. Second period, and oh my god, they get 3 unanswered goals in that period. Damn. Bednar, Strome, and Weirder. And it's a 3-3 game, so we have just blown a 3-0 lead. Come on, boys. Don't let them get the lead here. There you go. Kevin Dineen getting put into the lineup, picks up a goal. It's a 4-3 game for us. Penalty kill, nicely done. We're running away in shots, but we need another goal to give it a bit more insurance. I don't trust us with late leads, really. Final 5 minutes of this third period. And we are going to prevail as Stefan Yell gets an empty netter. So despite giving up a 3-0 lead, we managed to get the game-winning goal in the third and win game 1. So Fleury from Dineen and Sakic, Sakic from Donovan and Dineen, Foote from Forbes and Lefebvre, and then Dineen from Fleury and Sakic, and Yell from Donovan and Dineen. So Dineen had a 4-point night. For a 76 overall, thank you, Kevin Dineen. Like, he seems to be getting that offense going on that top line. Well, what's his name is out, Peter Forsberg. Damn. Like, I know Kevin Dineen, even though he's a 76, has 87 offensive awareness, but damn, he's been helping out that top line since Forsberg has gone down. Like, I think that's a total of 5 points for him in 3 games. So, yeah, this guy's been contributing. Hopefully he can do so until Forsberg returns. And then hopefully Forsberg, when he comes back, kind of gives the team a bit more momentum. And our AHL team looks like they won the first round 3-1, so that is good news. So here we go. Game number 2. The Sharks are going to want to fight back harder in this one. First period, and it is 1-1. Sakic again, so the top line continuing to contribute. Marco Sturm ties it up, though, with 20 seconds left in the first. Shots are close, 10-9. Second period, and it's 2-2. So we have a pretty tight game this one, just like last game. Kevin Stevens gives the Sharks their first lead, 2-1. But then Mark Darmour, with his first ever playoff goal, ties the game at 2. Shots are 22-19 in favor of San Jose. Let's see what happens here in the third. Hopefully we could get another goal to go ahead like what we did last game. Still pretty tight. 5-on-3 power play, and we don't score on it, surprisingly. Final 5 minutes of this third period. Are we going to overtime in game 2? Sean Donovan says no, and it's 3-2 for us. And we are going to take a 2-0 series lead, just like what we did last round. So Sean Donovan, the former Shark, gets the game-winning goal. So great game again. Sakic from Hayduk for the first goal, Darmour from Sakic and Dineen, and then Donovan from Poulos and Drury. So, yeah, Kevin Dineen is just playing really good with that top line. hopefully, like, when I bring Forsberg in again, hopefully that doesn't like diminish the confidence of the top line. But I think it would probably, like, hopefully it rubs off. Like, hopefully Sakic and Fleury, hopefully they're really good. Like, they still have the momentum going, and then they give it to Forsberg, because Forsberg, when he gets going, he gets going. So hopefully that happens. So now we're on the road. Hopefully it's not like what happened last time, because in Dallas in the first round we scored no goals in the first 2 games there. So I'm hoping for a better offensive showing here in game number 3. So game number 3 at the what arena would this been? HP Pavilion, I think. First period, and it's 1-0. So we managed to score a goal this time. Mike Watt on the 3rd or 4th line, I think, makes it 1-0. Shots are 12-4 in favor of us. So we're not giving them a lot of chances, it seems like, in a couple of these games. Hopefully that can continue. Second period, and it is still 1-0 us. Shots are still in our favor, 25-14. Third period underway. I know this episode's probably going really quick, and Rayo makes it 1-1, so he ties it up for the Sharks. Come on, boys, power play. There you go, Mark Darmour with his 2nd goal in as many games gives us the lead. I think Darmour is going to be a really good defenseman when he gets up there in overall. Final 3 minutes of this period, and we're going to take a 3-0 series lead on the Sharks, and we have a chance to go to the conference finals with a win. So Watt from Forbes and Peltonen, and then Darmour from Yale and McBain. So Forsberg is returning for next game, and he has a chance to help us ice the series, which would be huge. He has been throughout the first few rounds. Like, he let in 3 goals here, and he's still been, like, keeping pace pretty good. We're 7-2 in the playoffs right now, so hopefully this continues onwards if we get to the conference finals. And with Peter Forsberg back in the lineup, hopefully he could get that top line going. So Hayduk is going to get moved down to the second line again. Sullivan back to here. Bullis back to back to here. And then Forbes down here, and then Deneen is going to get taken out of the lineup. So maybe Deneen was just getting that power play going. So Forsberg back into the lineup. There you go. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so hopefully Peter Forsberg can contribute here, and Vyacheslav Zadorov is back for the AHL team, which is good because that is one of our good prospects down there. He was injured quite early into the season. Like, he missed quite a few games this year. Like, during the regular season, he only played 30 games, but he was almost point per game, so that's definitely going to be some teams' playoffs. And then hopefully we get Zubov back for the AHL team soon as well. Like, I think he's back kind of in a few days. So here we go, game number 4. Can we sweep the San Jose Sharks and advance to the conference finals for the first time since year number 1, was it? Or year number 2? Yeah, I think it was year number 2. Maybe it was year number 1. First period, and 3-0 for us. Let's go. Everything is working right now. Sullivan, McBain, and Yell. Shots are 15-3 in favor of us. We're just dominating the series. Second period, and it's 4-1. Joe Sakic gets a goal, and Miteau scores for San Jose, but they only have 10 shots throughout 40 minutes. Let's just lock this game down, boys. Rayom making it a 4-2 game, but Forbes answers back to give us a 5-2 lead. Yeah, this team has been doing really good in this round. Patrick Marleau, though, making it a 5-3 game, but Sakic makes it 6-3. Yeah, this is a bit of a bad game, though, for Patrick Wall, though. 3 goals on, like, 15 shots. Hopefully he plays a bit better next round. And we are off to the conference finals with a dynamite sweep of the San Jose Sharks and a 6-3 victory. So unlike the first round, our offense completely came through there. So Sullivan from Hayduk and Drury, McBain from Sullivan and Darmour. McBain's currently replacing Aaron Miller, who's out with an injury till the end of the playoffs. Yell from Pelton and Dandino, Sakic from Fleury and Hayduk, Forbes from Avalanche and Darmour, and Sakic from Fleury and Avalanche. So I don't think any points for Forsberg, which is kind of surprising, but we managed to get the victory. Sakic gets first star, Miteau the second star, and Kessa the third. So we're off to the conference finals, But before we see who we are facing, we got to take a look. Oh my god. You got to be joking me. We got to take a look at the player stats. But Forsberg was re-injured, or well, not re-injured, but he was injured with a different injury this time. So now he's starting to get his injury problems like he did in real life. As he goes out with a lacerated arm till July the 16th. So we're without Peter Forsberg for the entire playoffs. Which means if we win the cup this year, we won't get to see him with the Stanley Cup. So that is a very, very bad. But like we still played good without him. It's just I really want to see that guy win a Stanley Cup if he has a chance. Damn. So we have to put our lines back to the way we had them a couple games ago. So Forbes there, and then Deneen back into the lineup. Hopefully Deneen can continue what he was doing when he did play. Yeah, let's go back. Okay, so let's take a look at our player stats for the second round, and then we'll see who we're up against in the conference finals. And it's looking like Detroit right now. So we might have a rematch of a couple years ago. I think it was year number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was year number 2, or it might have been year number 1. I don't even know. I think it might have been year number 1 now. So Sakic had a very good round that time because he only had 1 goal before that, but now he's up to 8 points in 10 games. Ozolinsh 8 points, Hayduk and Fleury 7, Deneen 6 points in 5 games. Wow, coming through at the right time. Darmour and Sullivan 5 points, Donovan 4 points, Watt, Yell, Forbes, Drury 3 points, Foote, McBain, Bullis, Peltonen 2 points, and then Miller had a point in his 2 games, and Forsberg had 1 assist in 5 games, and he won't get to play another game in the playoffs. So everybody on our team has a point in this postseason so far, so that is very good. Goaltending wise, Patrick Waugh is still killing it. 1.81 goals against average and a .932 save percentage. Okay, so let's also take a look quickly actually at our AHL player stats for the playoffs because they're playing pretty good still, I think, right now. So Bonday 7 points. Culpa's got 5 points. He's going to be NHL bound next year, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him in the NHL next year. Starbrook 4 points in 5 games. That's good. He's going to be NHL bound probably next year as well. Roach 2 points. He should be NHL bound soon too. Goalie wise, Carter has been killing it. Like, this guy only played 1 game during the regular season after playing in the WHL, but after that, he's just been killing it in the playoffs. 1.61 goals against average. Hopefully he continues that and gets the team the Calder Cup. That would just be awesome. Like getting transferred from the WHL over to the AHL team and then winning the Calder Cup. So now let's see who we're up against in the conference. It's probably going to be Detroit, which sucks, but that's what happens. And I'm pretty sure I looked at Detroit's roster recently, and they had Adam Deadmarsh, who we let go of last season. So Zubov is back for the AHL team, which is great. That's going to give them another great offensive player for that top line. So there you go, Zubov. And yeah, it's Detroit in the conference finals. They took out Arizona or Phoenix in 5 games, and Mark Alt doesn't really matter about. So the conference finals are set for both conferences, obviously. So Detroit and Colorado, and Boston and New Jersey. So we might actually, if both us and New Jersey get to the finals, we might have a rematch of 2001. Is it 2001? Yeah, I think it was 2001. Yeah, 2001 for sure. So that would be cool. Or it could be an original 6 Stanley Cup Finals, maybe with Boston, Detroit. We'll see what happens. So let's take a look at Detroit's lineup. I have been having is dropping 8 to Strom last I saw. So Brendan Shanahan, Sergei Fedorov, Vyacheslav Kozlov. So a really good top line, 87, 91, 86. Second line, Cooper Corey, who they drafted in the second round in 2020, with Steve Yzerman, who's dropping. Then the third line, just and our former Nick Sten. Defensive. and then Sean Burke as the backup. Scratch, they have Al McInnes. Wow, that's cool. Pavel Patera and Joe Veleno. So overall wise, I'm very scared of this team like I was a couple years ago, because obviously they've won 2 cups so far in this like franchise mode. Hopefully they don't get a third. Hopefully this time we could slay the beast and get to that Stanley Cup Finals. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Colorado franchise mode. So in next episode, or not the Stanley Cup Finals, we'll take it to the conference finals and see if we could get to that Stanley Cup Finals. But we have to go through a very tough team in Detroit. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.